People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bitech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Baus Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening and welcome to Belmont High School, site of our Division 5 regional quarterfinal in high school boys playoff basketball. Rob Spangler bringing you the action tonight in the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. Be sure to visit Ayers Furniture in Ridgeway and at ayersfurniture.com. The Belmont Braves hosting the Highland Cardinals third time's the charm because, of course, they played each other twice during the conference season. Both of those games won handily by the Belmont Braves, who are Six Rivers Western Conference champions for the first time in 21 years. Belmont 21-2, 15-2 in Six Rivers Western Conference play. Highland, they had a tough year, 4-20 their overall mark, and 2-15. So the inverse of Belmont had them in last place, 6th in conference. We'll talk with both head coaches, though, coming up on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Back with that after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Wisconsin.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Is hip pain keeping you from being active and enjoying life? Grant Regional Health Center now offers direct anterior approach hip replacement, a revolutionary surgical technique to improve mobility, decrease pain, and get you back to your favorite activities. Our specially trained surgical team utilizes advanced technology for enhanced accuracy and precision that is unique to your body. To learn more about relieving hip pain, visit grantregional.com/hip or call us at 608-723-2131. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Your sandwich is trying to tell you something. It's saying, I deserve the best bread. Enter Country Hearth Multigrain. Soft slices, classic taste, built for stacking. From grilled cheese greatness to next level lunchbox legends. Country Hearth doesn't steal the spotlight, it makes everything in between shine brighter. Listen to your sandwich. Choose Country Hearth bread.
Pregame 1.
Welcome back to our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Rob Spangler joined by Highland's head coach Ryan Hill joining us now, and they take on the Braves tonight. First of all, Coach, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Appreciate you being here.
You bet. So opening round playoffs, you know that old cliche throughout the record books. I know those first two go-rounds against Belmont, obviously, pretty lopsided, but that being said, it looks to me like your team's been playing better basketball down the stretch, even if maybe the wins haven't been coming. How do you feel about your team's play heading into the postseason?
I mean, yeah, obviously Belmont's very good. They got a lot of weapons, conference champions. Coach Brooks does a great job. Our guys are, we're a little streaky. And so that's what I told the kids this week, last week here and this week that, hey, everybody's 0-0. Every night's different. We've shown flashes where we can compete with anybody, I believe. So we just got to kind of go out and execute. We really got to limit our turnovers, which has hurt us this year. But, if we do things well, we feel we can compete tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. In this conference, and this, just an absolute dogfight every single night. You guys have some players, though, that have really stepped up for you. Could you, kind of highlight a few of your kids that you feel like have, as the season has gone on, really, improved and become key players for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it all starts with Jack and Caden. They've had great years, but, different nights we've had kids step up. Coyers Adderzell's back. He's had to miss some time. And we've had some good contributions off the bench. Some younger kids have stepped in, done a nice job. Arthur Hay, our foreign exchange student, and Brady Nanke have stepped up. And along with Liam, they've all done a piece here and there that's been real important for us when we're successful.
You touched on, turnovers, limiting those here tonight. Any other, key things? I mean, I guess the obvious, got to hit your shots, but what are things that you feel like could turn the tide towards your team tonight?
Well, obviously they got a lot of weapons, but inside they're tough with Freeman and Rickers. And we're not going to stop them. We know that, but we got to try to limit things, and we got to try to limit those second chance points and try to get Freeman to not catch the ball so deep, because if that happens, it's over.
Yeah, you bet. Well, Coach, best of luck tonight. Thank you for joining us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Rob. Thank you.
All right, more after this here on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2. Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton. Why wait until fall to start your college journey? Southwest Tech has midterm courses beginning March 16th, so you can get ahead right now. Choose from introductory statistics, English composition, intro to sociology, speech, and introduction to psychology, all designed to help you reach your goals sooner. Registration ends March 6th, so act today. Visit swtc.edu/advising to connect with an advisor. Southwest Tech, education as unique as you.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions, and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Pregame 2.
Hey, we're back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We're in Belmont tonight. The Braves kick off the boys' postseason playoffs in Division 5 in this regional quarterfinal. They are hosting none other than conference foe Highland, and we're joined by Bo Books, head coach for the Braves. And Coach, this is one of those matchups where when you look at the box scores from the earlier two games, obviously dominant, kind of lopsided wins in your team's favor. That being said, you got to go out there, you got to execute, you got to take care of business tonight, right?
Oh, absolutely, Rob. In those games, the final score was, a decent margin in our favor, but in those games, they did some things that, challenged us and some things that we've had to try to focus on cleaning up, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They have some players that can get hot, and that's our focus tonight, trying to contain them and trying to do those things we worked on in practice the last couple of days.
Oftentimes we're thankful we don't have any players to report on the Russell Law Office injury report. Technically, this is not an injury, but your starting point guard, Boone Havens, he is out due to sickness, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, Boone is out tonight with sickness, which is a big loss for us. He's been the floor general for us this year, and he's done a really good job, distributing the ball, also being a threat to shoot and score, and on the defensive end as well. So we're going to miss him, but Griffin McNett has been in the rotation there at the guard spot, and I'm sure he'll step in and do his best to replace Boone tonight. And other guys on the bench, I think, are ready as well. We worked on that in practice with the reps yesterday, especially when we had the feeling that Boone might not be here, and try to give those guys the reps to have them ready to go tonight.
Yeah, and also, being that this is a playoff game, it is awfully nice to be able to go to that bench to play some of those depth players who in, some bigger or tighter games maybe aren't going to see as many minutes tonight. Maybe you'll be able to go to that bench a little bit more.
Well, obviously that'd be the perfect situation. We know, we never know until that ball is tipped up and what happens. And sometimes teams are hot, sometimes they're not. So, we talked about, trying to make defense our focus tonight because those are the things we can control a little bit more, effort and hands up and rotating and helping recover and all those things, and hoping that you shoot the ball well. So, that'd be great if that happened tonight. I know we got guys ready to go. I've seen a lot of improvement from those guys on the bench. I think some of them are just scratching the surface to be able to get in there and contribute even more than they have.
All right, let's talk about the brackets and seeding. You guys are a 4 seed. Highland is a 13 seed. Obviously, if you guys win here, you'll be hosting again Friday, which is good news, although it looks like, not to count the chickens before they hatch, that it might be a rematch with River Ridge, which, boy, we know how tight that last go-round was. So are you looking at this bracket and how it may play out? North Crawford, obviously, potentially down the road. And, what do you think of this bracket? Pretty tough, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. This bracket's loaded. There's multiple teams, a handful of teams, even down. If you look at Potosi Casfa, who just gave us all we could possibly handle, and that game could have went either way, as we know, and they're a 7 seed. And so, I think anything's possible this time of year. We know Ithaca and Seneca also had knocked off North Crawford earlier this year, too, and they're an 8 and 9 seed. So this bracket is definitely loaded, and I think, when we talked about the seeding to begin with, our guys, we just kind of said, hey, no matter who we play, we got to just, take that one at a time. And you never know, somebody could get knocked off and get a surprise in the next round. But we just got to take care of business on our end, make sure we have the chance to play whoever is there.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, best of luck tonight against Highland, and we look forward to seeing you down the road as well.
Thank you very much, Rob.
All right, that's Bo Books, head coach for the Braves. More of our Raleigh Cheese pregame after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Here at Extreme 107.1, we love giving you things. A great mix of music, entertainment, and of course, free stuff. If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests, remember...
You're going to talk and talk fast.
Contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years or older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply. You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest. Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station. Queen Bee Radio Inc., Morgan Murphy Media. Contest sponsors, other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. All entries completed or blank. Any and all materials pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices. 51 News Drive in Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, or other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prizes and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at x1071.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices.
Pregame 3.
Welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Rob Spangler live from Belmont tonight, opening round Division 5 boys playoff basketball. Belmont hosting Highland. And it's time to conclude our Raleigh Cheese pregame show with the starting lineups presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See their complete hygiene line, options for your brand new dairy setup, existing parlor remodel, Fuller's and Lancaster Richland Center, and at fullersmilkercenter.com. First for the Highland Cardinals, number 3, Koyer Zadrazil, a 6-foot senior. Number 11, Caden Washa, he's a 6-foot senior. Number 13, Jack Terrell, a 6'2 senior. Number 21, Brady Nanke, a 5'11 sophomore. And number 30, Liam Thierlorn, he is a 6-foot senior. Now the starters for the Braves. Number 3, Ian Austin, a 6'3 senior. Wyatt Temperley, a 6'2 sophomore. Number 21, that's Griffin McNett, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 23, Logan Kress, a 5'11 senior. And finally, number 42, Thomas Freeman, a 6'6 sophomore. We take you out to center court for the opening tip. We are ready to play a number 4 seed versus a number 13 seed here in this Division 5 matchup. And the tip won by Highland. Belmont 21-2 on the year, Highland 4-20. Belmont did win both matchups handily, 83-45 the first go-around and 104-63 the second. Here comes a dribble drive, taking it in but missing from close range. Caden Washa, the rebound goes to Freeman, and Freeman quickly down the floor. Now kicks it out to Austin, out to McNett, back to Austin for 3, left wing, hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebound corralled by the Cardinals. And bringing it up the floor, Jack Terrell passes off to the right wing to number 11, Caden Washa. Pull-up jumper in the lane, no good, but he draws a foul. He'll be shooting 2 at the line. We did touch on the injury report brought to you by Russell Law Offices. get their experienced team of personal injury lawyers fighting for your rights to help get you the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. First free throw is good by Caden Washa. He's got one more coming up. 1-0 the score. Highland, second free throw is good. 2-0. Highland on top. As far as injuries, no injuries, but there is a sickness to report, and that would be starting point guard Boone Havens for Belmont out with the flu, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of that going around. They hope to have him back by Friday. Of course, they got a win to get there. Here comes a dribble drive by Kress. Baseline, off the window, too strong. Rebound corralled by Highland, Brady Nanke, and then it was poked out of bounds off Belmont. It'll stay Highland basketball. Also, colors of the game, we got to mention those. Belmont in their home whites with black numbers, orange trim. Here comes a nice drive down the lane and laying it up with a finger roll. Coyer Zadrazil, first bucket of the game for him. Highland out to a 4-0 lead. Highland in their road black uniforms, red numbers with white trim. There's a three from the left wing. It's good by Logan Kress. First bucket of the game for Belmont. They're within a point. Now a three on the other end. This from the right corner. It is no good. Fired up by Caden Washa. Rebound corralled by Belmont. 4-3 Highland with a 1-point lead. 16-12 to go. Backdoor pass was tipped. Temperley, though, comes away with it. Now kicks it out to McNett on the right wing. Back up to Austin. Over to Temperley. Back to McNett. Inside to Freeman. He's seeing a lot of pressure is Thomas Freeman. Now gets it in the low post. Tries to kiss off the glass. Missed it. Rebound corralled by number 21, Brady Nanke. That's a point of interest in this game. Head coach for Highland, Ryan Hill, talked about how they couldn't let Freeman kill them inside. Here comes a three on the other end. This one off target by Nanke, and the rebound goes to Freeman underneath. Now, so far, Highland really doubling and tripling down on Freeman every time Belmont looks to get it to him. Temperley has it out on the left wing. 4-3 still the score. Highland up by a point. Belmont has the ball inside to Freeman. Has it stripped away from behind. Knocked out of bounds by Caden Washa, who is coming down on a double team. Thomas Freeman going to see a lot of double teams, triple teams tonight, no question. That is Highland's game plan. Inbounding from the baseline, it's McNett. Gets it into Austin. Cross court to Kress. Thought about a three. Gives it back inside to Austin. Back to Kress. Now underneath to Freeman. He's doubled and tripled and almost lost it. Now finds the open man. It's Ian Austin for the layup. Well, that's a thing. When you triple team, somebody's got to be open. And Freeman able to find the open man on the other end. Here comes the dribble drive by Washa. Takes it baseline right. Missed it. Rebound is tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Belmont. Belmont has taken the lead 5-4 over Highland. 14:40 to play. First half. Quick sub off the bench for the Cardinals. It's Arthur Hay. He is a foreign exchange student for Highland. And bringing the ball up, it is Griffin McNett for Belmont. McNett passes off to Kress. Out to McNett. Back out to Kress. Underneath, Freeman. Freeman fade away in close. Good. Tough shot by Thomas Freeman, his first bucket. And a pass up the court is thrown out of bounds. Nanke trying to find Coyer Zadrazil, but overshoots him. That'll be a turnover on Highland. That was also a point of emphasis from Ryan Hill. Wanted to cut down on those turnovers in the game. 7-4, Belmont by 3. Inside now to Freeman. Freeman powering it off the window for 2. Got in the low post, got close, and got the easy bucket. Now Nanke brings it up here for the Cardinals. Passes it back to the point to Zadrazil. Now off to the right wing to Washa. Washa drives in the lane, dishes underneath. Now they reset out to Hay at the top of the key. Passes off to Zadrazil. Ball deflected and stolen. It's picked off by Temperley in transition. to McNett. Off the window, misses. Rebound, Temperley, put back, good. Nice pivot by Wyatt Temperley after getting that rebound. 11-4 now, Belmont on top, 13:21 to play. We're in the first half. Quick moving first half here. Highland trying to set up in the half court, get something going. Jack Terrell has it out on the left wing. Highland started with a 4-0 lead. Here comes a three, and it's good. Top of the key, Jack Terrell gets Highland back within 4, 11-7 the score. Belmont up. Braves come the other way. Kress drives baseline, kicks it out to Austin. Now up to McNett, top of the key. Back to Austin. Rotates over to Temperley underneath. Freeman. Here's a three by McNett off the glass. The bank is open. Griffin McNett banks in the three, and it's 14-7. Belmont up, 12:30 to go in the first half. Here comes a spin move, dribble drive down the lane. That one by Terrell, no good. Rebound corralled by Belmont. McNett, he'll outlet up ahead to Temperley underneath to Freeman. Freeman passes back door to Kress, who powers it up for two. And we have a quick timeout, I believe, taken on the floor. This is a 30-second timeout, as Belmont has a 16-7 lead over Highland. We'll keep it here for the timeout. Game brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating at Belmont. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on their successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. Game also brought to you by Mountain View RV. Their entire staff in Belmont congratulates the Braves basketball team and coaches on a tremendous season. Mountain View RV, exit 26, Highway 151, Belmont. JJ Mart convenience store in Belmont. They offer quality fuel, fresh pizza, ice cream, and other snacks, and refreshing beverages. And Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. All proud sponsors of tonight's action. One more, Highland State Bank. Come see your hometown community bank, what they can do for you. Highland State Bank of Highland, and at highlandstatebank.net. Back to action here. Highland has the ball. They trail 16-7 to Belmont with 12:02 to go first half. On the right wing controlling, it's Caden Washa, just about stripped, and the ball is stolen by Thomas Freeman. Gets it up to Griffin McNett. Pushes it across the timeline to Ian Austin. Back out to McNett. Rotates to Temperley in the right corner. Little head fake. Rickers just subbed in. He got it. Back to Temperley, who drives the lane and then had it stripped away. That'll be first turnover of the game on Belmont. The ball stolen by William Fritsch, 6'4" sophomore for Highland. Right wing controlling. Caden Washa, and the ball sails into the backcourt. It'll go out of bounds all the way on the other end of the floor. That'll be a turnover on Highland. Belmont will inbound baseline right for the Braves. Throwing it in for Belmont is Griffin McNett. And he gets it into Temperley. A little head fake. Bounce pass to Austin. Reverse layup. Good. Ian Austin with 4 points. 18-7. Belmont on top. 11:06 to play in the first half. Passes it up ahead. Number 13, that's Jack Terrell controlling the point now for the Cardinals. Hands it off to Washa. Washa in the corner. Head fake here. Pass to Fritsch inside, deflected and stolen by Belmont. 18-7, Belmont on top, 10:41 to play, second half. McNett passes it around to Austin, inside now to Rickers. It's Chase Rickers, puts it on the deck, one dribble, and a little soft baby jumper in the lane by Chase Rickers, his first basket. Makes it 20-7 Belmont, 10:19 to play, first half. Jack Terrell walks it up for Highland. Passes it up ahead to Fritsch, now deep in the right corner to Washa. He'll shoot a three. Oh, it's halfway down and popped out. No good. Rebound corralled by the Braves. Highland really needs some points. Austin inside to Freeman. Freeman doubled down, tripled down, gets it out to Temperley for three. It's money. Wyatt Temperley, 5 points. Drains it from the right wing, 23-7. Belmont. On the other end, Terrell has it. Left wing, back out to Hay at the top of the key. Hay takes it in. Tried to put up a jumper, shot blocked by Rickers. Rebound goes to Belmont, and it's Temperley on the other end. Dishes to Austin. Over to McNett, underneath to Freeman. Freeman had it stripped away and stolen. That one picked off by number 11, Caden Washa. Passes it up ahead to Terrell. Into the corner to Hay. Now they rotate it over to the right wing to Zadrazil. Puts it on the floor. Back out to Hay. He'll stop and pop for three, and he got it. Arthur Hay knocks down the three. And it's 23-10. Belmont up by 13, but a much-needed three-pointer there for Highland. Austin drives in, dishes it out. Top of the key to Freeman. Freeman inside to Temperley. Head fake, but he traveled. Ball goes back to Highland here. Sub comes into the game for the Cardinals. Checking in number 21, that's Brady Nanke. 23-10, Belmont on top, 8:35 to play in the first half. Bringing the ball up the floor for Highland. It's number 13, Jack Terrell. Passes it off to Arthur Hay, now deep into the corner. Number 21, Nanke. Gets it back to Terrell, and then he throws a pass across court out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. Well, something Coach Ryan Hill talked to us about on our pregame is reducing turnovers, but they have been a bugaboo so far for Highland. Here's a backdoor pass inside, and it's tipped away, and it's a turnover on Belmont, stolen by Highland. Quickly up the floor, Jack Terrell. Spin move in the lane, fade away, no good. Rebound goes to Temperley. 23-10. Belmont by 13. 7:50 to play, first half. New sub into the game, Braden Bowers for Belmont. Gives it off to Kress for three from the corner, but he missed it. A rebound corralled by Highland. On the other end, three-pointer is good. Jack Terrell, his second three. 23-13. Back within a 10-point game. Belmont on top of Highland. Temperley bringing it up, gives it to Freeman. Back out to Temperley. He'll stop and pop for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound. Boarded up by Highland. Outlet pass. Up ahead. Shot blocked. That was Caden Washa. Swatted away by Freeman. In transition. Temperley, right wing. Passes back up to Braden Bowers, top of the key. Now a long two by Rickers. No good. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Highland. Belmont basketball. Sub comes into the game here. For Highland, back in is Coyer Zadrazil. And taking the inbound pass, McNett gives it down low. Freeman posting up, backdoor pass. It is to Kress. Powers it up for two. Logan Kress having a good game. 7 points for him in the first half. 25-13 Belmont, 6:43 to play till halftime. Crossover dribble here from Zadrazil. Passes it ahead to Washa. Drives baseline. He's double teamed. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Belmont. Stay Highland basketball. Sub comes into the game for Thomas Freeman here. It is Ian Austin. Meanwhile, inbounding baseline right, Caden Washa for Highland. Gets it into Zadrazil. Kicks it out to Frisch, almost lost a handle. Now back to Terrell. Crossover dribble into the corner, Zadrazil. Off a screen. Back to Terrell. In traffic, off the window, no good. Gets his own putback. That is good, and one. Tough shot. Jack Terrell, chance at a three-point play. He's already hit 2 3-pointers. Now has 8 points, a chance at 9 if he hits the free throw. That foul was charged to Wyatt Temperley, his first, team's second. No fouls on Highland yet. Sub comes in for Highland. Off the bench, it's Brady Nanke. At the free throw line, Jack Terrell shooting for the 3-point play. The free throw is good. 9 points for Jack Terrell. Good first half out of him. 25-16. Highland within 9. Belmont has the ball. Open 3. Logan Kress, no good. Ian Austin, put back, blocked. Kress gets the rebound after that and then draws a foul. I don't believe this is a shooting foul. Belmont will inbound from the baseline. And it's Griffin McNett getting set to throw it in. 25-16, Belmont leading Highland, 6:02 to play. First half, off the inbound, Temperley takes it, gets it out to Freeman, top of the key. Rotates right wing to Kress. Out to McNett, back to Kress. McNett in the corner, bounce pass down low, posting up right block, Freeman. Powers it up, off the window, good. Almost not fair when he gets that close to the hoop. Thomas Freeman, a powerhouse down low for Belmont. 27-16. Braves have the lead over Highland. Spin move in the lane. Putting up the shot, Jack Terrell off the glass, missed it. Rebound Temperley for Belmont. Passes ahead to McNett. 3 from the right wing. Too strong. Rebound boarded up by Zadrazil of Highland. Outlet pass to Hay. Gets it back out to the point. Here to Jack Terrell. Terrell directs top of the key. Now passes off to the right wing. Caden Washa gets it back to Terrell. Spins out of pressure. Puts up the shot in traffic. Missed it. Rebound boarded up underneath by Belmont's Wyatt Temperley. Gives it back to Griffin McNett. Now out to Kress. Back to McNett. To Kress underneath. Austin gets it out. Temperley underneath. It's Austin. Gives it to Kress to the rim. Missed it. Put back. Blocked. Freeman put back. That one's not blocked. Thomas Freeman gets it back and up again. 8 points for him now. 29-16. Belmont leading. 4:20 to go in the first half. Highland ball. Driving the lane for Highland. Nanke. Now out to Hay. Rotates over to Zadrazil. Back out to Hay. In the corner here, it is Nanke. Ball poked at. Still keeping it is Terrell. Zadrazil pressured. Top of the key now, Nanke. Zadrazil stops and pops for 3. Missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Belmont ball. Sub comes in. Back into the game, William Fritsch for Highland. Come in for Nanke. 29-16. Belmont with the lead. 3:45 to play in this first half. Austin into the corner here to Logan Kress. Kicks it out. Freeman now. Back over to Temperley for 3. No good. Kress follows it up with the layup. Good work by Logan Kress getting the rebound. 9 points for him now in the first half. 31-16. Belmont on top. 3:15 to play. First half. Controlling on the right wing here, Zadrazil. Passes up top of the key. Jab step by Terrell. Terrell crossover dribble. Spin move. Off the window. Missed it. Rebound Temperley. Belmont ball. Temperley pushes it up. In transition to McNett. Drives under the hoop. Gets it out to Austin. Now out to Temperley. Back out to Austin for 3. No good. Logan Kress comes flying in and gets an offensive board. Now out to Freeman for 3. That one's no good. Rebound corralled this time by Highland's Brady Nanke. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Caden Washa. 3 on the other end by Hay. No good. Rebound corralled by Belmont's Logan Kress. McNett pushes it up. Passes ahead to Austin. Now Kress, left wing. Out to Freeman. Freeman from the left elbow. Drives in. Creates contact and almost scores off the window. Draws a foul, though. 2 shots for Thomas Freeman at the line. Foul charge to Quayer Zadrazil, his first, team's second. And Thomas Freeman at the line for 2. First free throw is good. 9 points for Thomas Freeman. Chase Rickers comes in off the bench for Belmont. He'll come in for Ian Austin here. One more free throw coming up for Freeman. (32-16) Belmont on top of Highland. 2:13 to go till halftime. Second free throw is good. So 10 points now for Freeman, double-digit scorer here in this first half. 33-16 Belmont. Highland ball, off a screen on the right wing. It's Washa, drives in the lane, pull-up jumper's good. Been a while since Highland scored. They needed that bucket, 33-18. Belmont still with a sizable lead. Backdoor pass to Temperley. Now out to Kress, gives it out to McNett. Temperley posting up. Left block, off the window, missed it, follows his own shot, puts it back up, draws a foul. 2 shots for Wyatt Temperley coming up. Looks like Ian Austin getting set to check in. That last foul was on Fritsch, his first, team's third. First free throw, no good by Temperley. And Austin comes into the game for Logan Kress here. Kress has had a good first half, 9 points for him. Second free throw is good by Temperley. Temperley now with 6. 34-18. Belmont on top, minute 38 to play till halftime. Highland ball. Out near half court, Terrell. Working off a screen from Fritsch. Good pressure defense here by Temperley. Terrell has it stolen away, picked off by McNett. McNett lost the handle on the other end. That will be a turnover on Belmont, I believe. Yep. Highland ball. Back-to-back turnovers. 34-18, Belmont up. Minute 19 left in the half. Jack Terrell brings the ball up the floor here for Highland. Passes right wing to Washa. Off a screen. Dishes it. Three-pointer left wing by Terrell. No good. Rebound corralled by Austin. Nice rebound. Gets it to Rickers and now McNett. Quick pass up ahead. Temperley. 3 from the corner. Good. Second 3 of the game for Temperley. 9 points for him. 37-18 Belmont. 43 seconds left in the half. Highland ball. Right wing Washa. Looks to drive. Fadeaway jumper partially blocked by Freeman. No good. Rebound corralled by Belmont. Up ahead to Temperley. In transition to Freeman. It was tipped out though. Off of Freeman, and it'll be Highland basketball. Bringing the ball up the floor here for Highland, it's Jack Terrell. 18 seconds left till halftime. Pass to Zadrazil, right corner. Drives the lane, cut off. Passes it out. Terrell, top of the key. Spins in the lane, off the window, too strong. That was a nice move, but missed it. Here comes a full court shot, no good by Austin. And your halftime score will be 37-18. Belmont on top of Highland in opening round Division 5 regional quarterfinal playoff basketball. Rob Spangler live from Belmont. We'll be back after this here on Extreme 107.1 The X, WPVL FM Platteville, and your Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back after this timeout with your McNett Electric halftime report.
In Game 1. From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
If someone asks you to send cash, pay with gift cards or cryptocurrency, or use a banking app or wire transfer, practice caution. These payment methods usually cannot be reversed or tracked, making them a scammer's tool of choice. If the person asking for money refuses to accept another form of payment, it's a scam. Learn more at datcp.wi.gov. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection.
In Game 1.
Welcome back to the McNett Electric halftime report. Our score at halftime, 37-18. Belmont leading Highland in a playoff basketball game, Division 5 regional quarterfinals, opening round action here tonight on Extreme 107.1 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. Game brought to you by Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. Highland State Bank of Highland and at highlandstatebank.net. Also, our game brought to you in part by these fine sponsors. Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. All your agricultural, commercial, residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters of Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters Belmont. Also the entire staff at Mound View RV in Belmont. They congratulate the Braves basketball team and coaches on a tremendous season. Mound View RV, exit 26, Highway 151, Belmont. And JJ Mart Convenience Store in Belmont, offering quality fuel, fresh pizza, ice cream, and other snacks, and refreshing beverages. Finally, Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. We'll be back with a look at scores on the Shoebox scoreboard. Also, our first half stats, that and more, all on the McNett Electric halftime report. Our halftime score, 37-18, Belmont over Highland, here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at gonnaneedmilk.com. Gonna needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
This is Mike Phillips, president of Mound City Bank. For over 110 years, Mound City Bank has been locally owned and proud to serve our communities. While other banks change ownership, our commitment to you stays the same. We're not changing, we're growing with you. With 6 convenient locations in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, Mineral Point, and Mount Horeb, Mound City Bank is proud to be part of your community. Call us today at 888-622-6069 and discover why we're proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
In Game 2.
Welcome back to the McNett Electric halftime report on Extreme 107.1, the X, and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Halftime here from Belmont. The Braves leading the visiting Highland Cardinals, 37-18, Belmont on top. Some other scores on our Shoebox scoreboard. Cuba City leads Prairie du Chien 41-15, 2:46 left in that first half. Also, Boscobel leads Potosi Cassville 23-22 with just over 2 minutes left. 2:05 to go in the first half there. Richland Center leads Lancaster 35-28 at halftime. And let's see, Platteville and River Valley tied at 26 with 2:45 remaining in the first half. Those are some scores we have on the Shoebox scoreboard. We'll have first half stats right after this break here on the McNett Electric halftime report 37-18, Belmont leading Highland in the opening round of Division 5 playoff basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
In Game 3.
Welcome back to the McNett Electric Halftime Report on Extreme 107.1, the X, and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is opening round regional quarterfinal boys basketball tonight. Division 5 action from Belmont, and Belmont leads 37-18. Let's take a look at first half stats. First for the visiting Highland Cardinals, leading the way, Jack Terrell with 9 points. 4 for Caden Washa, 3 for Arthur Hay, and 2 for Coyer Zadrazil. Unofficially had Highland with 7 turnovers in the first half. Now for Belmont, Thomas Freeman leads all scorers. He is the only double-figure scorer in the first half. 10 points for Freeman. Logan Kress with 9. Wyatt Temperley also with 9. 4 for Ian Austin. Griffin McNett with 3. And Chase Rickers has 2 points. Unofficially for Belmont had 5 first half turnovers. Those are your first half stats. Again, Belmont leads at 37-18 at halftime. We'll wrap up the McNett Electric Halftime Report right after this break here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
In Game 4.
Welcome back to the McNett Electric Halftime Report. Rob Spengler in the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth in Belmont tonight. Belmont leading Highland in the opening round of boys Division 5 playoff basketball 37-18. Quick look ahead on our schedule. Tomorrow night, the Wisconsin Badger men play Maryland. That's on AM 1590, 7 o'clock tip. Brewers and Cubs play 2:10 on AM 1590 tomorrow afternoon in, of course, spring training baseball. And then Thursday, the playoffs kick back up with the girls. Sectional semis. Lancaster takes on Edgerton at Verona. That'll be over on 97.7 Country and YouTube with 7 o'clock tip. And here on Extreme 107.1, we've got a girls sectional semi. This is one of the games of the year, I think. Barneveld versus Argyle Peck at Dodgeville. 7 o'clock tip here on Extreme 107.1 and YouTube. It's a quick look ahead at our sports schedule. And, of course, we'll have a bunch of regional championship or regional semifinal games Friday night for boys hoops. We'll tell you which games we'll be following later this week. After tonight, really. 37-18 our score. One more break. We'll wrap up the McNett Electric Halftime Report. Belmont leading Highland here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Dang, I forgot the wakeboard. How am I supposed to enjoy myself without my favorite water activity? I mean, sure, we could still go tubing, fishing, or even just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
In Game 5.
And we're back to action as we kick off the second half. And a fadeaway from the left wing is good by Jack Terrell as Highland comes out of the gates to start the second half with a quick bucket, 37-20. Belmont leads Highland here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel tonight. It's a regional quarterfinal. Belmont inside Austin, off the window, good. Belmont answers right back. Both teams one possession and one bucket to start the second half. Hope they can keep the scoring pace up, right? We'll have an exciting finish. This one almost thrown out of bounds, but saved by Zadrazil. Highland has it. Zadrazil gets it in the low post, kicks it out, top of the key. It's Nanke for three, back iron, no good. Rebound corralled by Austin. Belmont ball quickly up the floor to Freeman. Freeman in the lane. Soft hands, powers it up for two. 12 points now for Freeman, 41-20, Belmont. 16:37 to go, second half. Belmont has the lead. Highland has the ball. On top of the key, Jack Terrell controlling off a screen. Looks to penetrate. Fade away Jay instead, and he drains it. Well, Jack Terrell is hot shooting to start the second half. Had 9 points in the first half, 4 already in this second half. 13 points in the game for him, 41-22. Belmont, though, with a sizable lead, but Highland not going away yet. Right wing Temperley has it. Passes it out. Underneath here to Austin. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Highland. It will stay Belmont basketball. Sub comes into the game for Belmont. Off the bench, it is Will Christensen. And inbounding it is Griffin McNett. Gets it out to Austin. Now out to the right wing to Kress. Drives in. And a reach-in foul called on Highland. See who it's on. Looks like it's on number 30, Liam Thielorn. So Thielorn picks up the personal. That'll be his first. Team's first in the second half. Belmont inbounding from the baseline. Freeman takes it. Gets it out to McNett. Passes over to Christensen. Now into the corner to Kress. Austin double team. Kress driving. Throws up the shot. Hits the top of the backboard and rolls out of bounds. 41-22. Belmont on top, 15:35 to play. Second half. Walking the ball up the floor. It's Terrell for Highland. Off a screen. Pull-up jumper just beyond the free throw line. Boy, Jack Terrell is on fire. And a timeout will be taken on the floor. This is a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. 41-24, Belmont leading Highland. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
In Game 6.
41-24, Belmont on top of Highland in the opening round, Division 5, regional quarterfinal boys playoff basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Out of the timeout, Belmont has the ball. Controlling the point, number 21, that's Griffin McNett. Passes it up ahead to Austin, who will drive the lane but missed the layup, and the rebound is corralled by Caden Washa. In transition, Wassa almost picked off. Gets it out to Zadrazil. Back to Washer for three from the corner. No good. Rebound corralled by Temperley. Temperley. Cross-court pass to McNett. Inside to Freeman. Back out to McNett. Open three. McNett is good. Rolls around the rim, pops out, and then went back down in. 5 points for McNett. It's his second, 6 points for McNett, his second three. 44-24, Belmont by 20. 14:29 to play in the ball game. Here comes the dribble drive by Nanke. Kicks it out, three-pointer, right wing, no good by Washa. Rebound corralled by Temperley. Temperley walks it up the floor, gives to Austin. Now over to Kress, ball deflected and stolen. That one picked off by Terrell. It's a turnover on Belmont. Highland ball. Cardinals have it in the half court. Pass out to Nanke. He'll stop and pop for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound corralled by Temperley, who quickly pushes it up the floor. Now passes back to McNett. McNett thought about a three for a moment. Gives to Freeman instead. Pull-up jumper by Freeman. Front of the rim, no good. Tipped around. Loose ball goes to Ian Austin. Belmont will reset. Now out to Temperley on the right wing. Bounce pass to Freeman. He's triple teamed. Back out to Wyatt Temperley. Watching Freeman, here's a three by Kress that will sail out of bounds, but at last touch by Highland. Zadrazil, I think, off of him, so it'll stay Belmont ball. I chuckle because when Thomas Freeman is getting triple teamed, he's so much bigger than everybody else. It's like he's swatting flies. There's three guys around him, but it's like little gnats, just flying around it. That's no disrespect to Highland, but boy, they just don't have anybody size-wise really to compete with Thomas Freeman. Here's a pull-up, top of the key three. It is no good by Terrell, and the rebound goes to Belmont. Belmont ball, they lead it 44-24, 20-point lead, 12:58 to play here in the second half. Head fake, Rickers passes off Temperley, gets it back. Now out to Freeman. He'll drive the lane, soft touch, lays it up for two. That's the other thing about Freeman. Big guy, powerful, but soft hands. And boy, in basketball, having soft hands is so nice. Here comes a fadeaway, and it's good by Hay. Arthur Hay with the fadeaway. 5 points for him. 46-26. Belmont again still up by 20. Here comes a long two by Rickers. Back iron, no good. Rebound Freeman. Lost the handle for a moment. Now passes it back out to Temperley. Temperley kicks it to McNett around the defender, and Temperley gets it back. Temperley passes it off to Rickers. Rickers off a screen. Pull-up jumper by Temperley, no good. Freeman put back in the lane is good. Once again, showcasing those soft hands. 16 points for Freeman. Here comes Hay driving the lane, dishes to the corner. Three, Zadrazil, no good. Freeman the rebound for Belmont. Gets it out to Temperley. Temperley, top of the key. Passes out to Freeman. Now over to McNett. In the corner here, it's Kress. Back to McNett. Rickers. Freeman. Double team inside to Rickers. Layup good. Good ball movement. Chase Rickers got free in the lane. Laid it up for two. 50-26 Belmont now with 11:05 to play in this ball game. Well, we assumed this one would be fairly one-sided. Both of the earlier games were, but Highland has hung tough, I would say, maybe till this point. Here comes a fadeaway. It's no good. Fired up by Arthur Hay. Rebound to Belmont. Belmont's starting to pull away now, 50-26. Braves have the lead and the ball. 10:39 to play. Rickers at the free throw line. Pump fake. Passes underneath. And a layup is good on a spin move by Logan Kress. And a timeout will be taken. It's a 30-second timeout by Highland here with 10:31 to play. Our game brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating at Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters in Belmont. They congratulate the Braves on a successful season. Joe's Overhead Doors and Seamless Gutters, Belmont. The entire staff at Mountain View RV of Belmont congratulates the Braves basketball team and coaches on their tremendous season. Mountain View RV, exit 26, Highway 151, Belmont. And JJ Mart, convenience store in Belmont, offering quality fuel, fresh pizza, ice cream, and other snacks, and refreshing beverages, too. And we have one more that I wanted to thank. Yeah, Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. Highland State Bank of Highland and at highlandstatebank.net. Back to action here. Highland has the ball, trailing, though, by a bunch, 52-26. Six-point lead for Belmont. Here comes a pass inside to Fritsch. Puts it off the window and scores. William Fritsch, the sophomore, for Highland's first bucket of the game. 52-28. Just over 10 minutes left. Belmont with the lead. Bounce pass underneath Ian Austin, right corner. Gets it out to Freeman. Out to McNett. Now to Freeman. Rickers. Layup good. And Highland, again, just doesn't have the size to match up. And here's a steal off the inbound. It is McNett. He draws the foul, and he'll shoot two at the line. (54-28) Belmont on top of Highland. Griffin McNett with 6 points tonight. First trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Make it 7 points. Sub comes into the game for Highland here. Off the bench, Brady Nanke. Belmont wins this game, and it certainly looks like they will. They will then host another home game, presumably against River Ridge in the second round, although that's, not a guarantee. They are playing Lafarge Youth Initiative. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Belmont. Now a Temperley dribble drive, so an offensive board. Temperley draws a foul. And he'll go back to the free throw line to shoot two. First free throw by Temperley short. One more coming up. That foul charge to Terrell, his first, team's third. No fouls on Belmont yet in this half. Second free throw falls, 56-28. Belmont on top by 28. Driving the ball up the floor, Jack Terrell for Highland. Dishes off left side to Washa. Here's a pass inside to Fritsch, but it's picked off by Freeman. Belmont the other way. Temperley on the right wing. Pass underneath the Rickers. Back to Temperley. Layup good. Great two-man game there between Rickers and Temperley. 58-28. Now a 30-point game for Belmont. 9 minutes left. Quickly up the floor, it is Terrell for Highland. Passes up to Hay, top of the key. Rotates to Nankey, left side, drives in. Fadeaway jumper blocked. Freeman got the rebound, but then it's stripped away by Fritsch. Kicks it out, and a three is good by Jack Terrell. That's his third three of the game. Jack Terrell having himself a game. Belmont back inside to Freeman. He lost the ball. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. Sub comes into the game here for Belmont. Kress will check in for Temperley. 58-31. Belmont on top, and the Braves will inbound from the baseline, throwing it in. It is Griffin McNett. Gets it in, and the layup is good. Logan Kress crashing hard in the lane. Gets the inbound pass and the layup. 60-31 Belmont. 29-point lead. Inside to Frisch. Kicks it out. Left wing. Nankey for three. Back iron no good. Actually hit the inside of the front iron, I should say, but it bounces out. Rebound to Belmont. McNett pushes it up. Up ahead to Kress on the right wing. Now to Freeman. Austin. Good rotation. Now out to Rickers. Back top of the key to Freeman. Just over 8 minutes left in this one. Belmont cruising 60-31. So the Braves, again, will be facing either River Ridge, the 5 seed, or Lafarge Youth Initiative, the 12. We anticipate it'll be Ridge. And that'll be a heck of a rematch. They split on the regular season. Pass inside to Rickers. Now to Freeman. Down the lane. Soft hands. Lays it up. Gets the roll. 62-31. Yeah, if there's one thing you can preach to post players, soft hands in close. You'll get more buckets. There's a nice move. Knifing through the defense was Washa, who drew the foul and won. He scored the bucket. Chance at a three-point play. The foul charged to Thomas Freeman, his first. Team's first. Freeman will come out of the game. Will Christensen in for him. And again at the free throw line here, it is Cade Washa. The free throw is no good. 62-33. Belmont gets the rebound, and they'll bring the ball up the floor. Belmont has the lead. Kress, baseline drive. He's cut off and throws it away. Ball's picked off there by Caden Washa. Washa on the other end. Layup. Good. Got the roll. Caden Washa starting to heat up. 7 minutes left in this one. 62-35. Belmont still with a commanding lead. Here comes Austin. He'll drive the lane. Throws up the shot. Well, they're saying it's on the floor. Yeah, that wasn't really much of a shot, really. It was kind of a, hey, I'm under the hoop. I'm just going to toss this thing up, and really no attempt to shoot. So they say it's on the floor. Austin comes out of the game. That last foul charged to Fritsch, his second, team's fourth. Belmont will inbound baseline right. Throwing it in is Griffin McNett for Belmont. Gets it to Temperley. Drives in. Dishes underneath the Kress. He's double teamed. Almost stripped. Gets it out to McNett. Back to Kress. Underneath Temperley. Poked away. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Belmont ball. 6:39 to play. Belmont leading 62-35. Approaching the 8 o'clock hour here on Extreme 107.1. WPVL FM Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Off the inbound, Wyatt Temperley has it for Belmont. They have a big lead, 62-35. Inside to Rickers, back out to McNett, back to Rickers. Hammers it in, off the window, soft hands, Chase Rickers. 8 points for him now, 64-35. And we have a timeout taken on the floor, I believe by Highland. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. 64-35, Belmont leading Highland. Opening round playoff boys basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Did you know that lung cancer is one of the most treatable cancers when caught early? That's where a simple lung screening can make all the difference. If you're 50 or older and have a history of smoking, a lung screening could help detect issues early, before they become a problem. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your lung screening and take charge of your health today. Accepting Medical Associates, Dean, and Quartz Insurance, to name a few. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
In Game 7.
Welcome back to Belmont. The score 64-35. Belmont leading Highland in a Division 5 regional quarterfinal boys playoff game. Belmont cruising. Highland has the ball out of the timeout. Controlling on the right wing, it's Caden Washa. And here comes a dribble drive by Terrell. Back out top of the key. Coyer Zadrazil. Ball tipped, almost stolen. Zadrazil has it. Jump stop in the lane, draws a foul. Speaking of potential opponents for Belmont, should they win this one, they will again face either River Ridge or Lafarge Youth Initiative this Friday night here in Belmont at 7. And if they get past that one, then they'll get to the regional championship Saturday over perhaps number 1 seed North Crawford. A steal on the inbound by Freeman. And running in transition is Kress, but he missed the layup. The rebound is tipped around. It's loose. Will Christensen comes away with it and calls a timeout while he's falling to the ground. Heads up play. This I think is a 30. It is. We'll keep it here. But getting back to the playoff bracket, if Belmont wins, which it looks like they will, again, they'll face, we assume, River Ridge in the regional semis this Friday night here in Belmont. And then if they win that one, or whoever wins that one, will face potentially the number 1 seed, North Crawford, in the regional championship Saturday night. That would be up in Soldiers Grove, North Crawford High School. So, but we shall see. Of course, got some games to play. On the other side of the bracket, the number 2 seed is Kickapoo. They play Wazeeka Steuben tonight. And then you've got 3 seed Southwestern playing at hosting Riverdale. So those are some other games going on in this bracket on the other side. Here comes a drive by Temperley. Pass to Freeman, layup, good. That was beautiful. That was a 2-man game. Thomas Freeman adding to his total. 66-35 Belmont. 5:25 left in this one. Ball deflected, stolen. Temperley gets the steal for Belmont. Weaves to the top of the key. Now to the right wing. Bounce pass to Freeman. Gets it out. Over to Christensen. Now to McNett. Bounce pass inside to Christensen. Back out to Freeman. Freeman off a screen. Drives in. Gets it out to Temperley. Spins. Fade away. Good. Wyatt Temperley knocks it down. 14 points for Temperley now. 68-35 Belmont. 4:37 to play. Top of the key, it is Zadrazil. 3-pointer, right wing, no good by Terrell. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Belmont basketball. Both teams making some substitutions. Hay comes back in for Highland. Also checking in off the bench is Liam Thielorn. For Belmont, I believe Bowers. Braden Bowers checks in. Griffin McNett brings the ball up for the Braves. Passes off to Logan Kress on the right wing. Kress, pass underneath Freeman. Double team, puts it up, missed it. Rebound corralled by Zadrazil. Highland quickly up the floor. And wow, what a move. Caden Washa. Did a little Euro step in the paint and then a reverse layup. Beautiful. 68-37 Belmont. Now Crest the other way. Power move to the rim. Missed it. Put back by Freeman. No good. And a outlet pass stolen by Belmont. Back the other way. Bowers. High arcing shot. Missed. Crest. Put back. No good. Freeman. Put back is good. And one. Thomas Freeman to the free throw line. Game brought to you by Community First Bank. First for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFbank.com, member FDIC. Also Clearbank, 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Southwest Health, over 24 specialty services and 50 specialists. You can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more at southwesthealth.org. Free throw is good by Freeman. He'll come out. Rickers is in for him. Also, a new face, Cam Miller, off the bench. So Belmont going deep to their bench. Game brought to you by Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson. Lely Center Monroe and Grant Regional Health Center. The ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here. 71-37 Belmont. Here's a pull-up jumper in the paint. It is no good by Washa. Rebound to the Braves. Bowers brings it up for Belmont. Gives it back to McNett. McNett rotates the ball over left side. That is Christensen. Top of the key to Miller. Good. Cam Miller from downtown knocks down a three. 74-37. Belmont with the lead. On the other end, Zadrazil, three-pointer, no good for Highland. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Belmont. It'll be Highland basketball. Belmont going to the bench again. It is number 10, Braden Gawley, checking in. Belmont has, I think, all reserves out there, yes, except for Griffin McNett. Off the inbound, taking it, it is Jack Terrell. Little head fake, kicks to the corner, and a nice slashing drive by Caden Washa. 74-39 Belmont, 2:29 to play. McNett walks the ball up the floor for Belmont, passes off to Bowers, but he steps out of bounds, and we'll turn the ball back over to Highland. Another sub in, and this is the final bench player. Brady Gill checks in off the bench. So Griffin McNett comes out now, all reserves on the floor here for Belmont. Here comes the drive down the lane. The ball is tied up. We're going to have a jump ball. Caden Washa had it tied up as he drove the lane. Possession arrow favors Belmont. 2:16 left. This one all over but the shouting. Bowers walks it up the floor for the Braves. Belmont, again, will look to host regional semis Friday night. That'll be potentially their final home game of the season. Bowers, dribble drive, passes over to Miller. Another three by Cam Miller. This one no good. Putback is good by Will Christensen. 76-39 Belmont, minute 45 to play. Highland ball. Jack Terrell walks the ball up the floor for Highland. Passes off right side to Washa. Inside, Terrell powers it up, missed it. Rebound corralled by Miller of Belmont. Passes it ahead to Bowers. And ball almost stolen. Hanging onto it is Christensen. Cross-court pass, Bowers. Head fake. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound, batted around. Put back, no good. Now it's batted out to Caden Washa. Should have a, well, he went for a dunk. It wasn't a dunk, but the ball did go in the hoop. So it counts as a bucket for Caden Washa. Wanted a slam dunk, had a breakaway, couldn't quite get there. Now the full bench comes in for Highland here. Caden Washa, a senior. Coyer Zadrazil, a senior. Jack Terrell, a senior. All coming out. Playing their last ball games here for the Highland Cardinals. Timeout taken on the floor. We'll keep it here. 76-41. Belmont cruising over Highland here with just 1 minute remaining in this ball game. And our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show coming up in a matter of moments. We'll run down scores from the other games on our Queen Bee family of stations. Also our postgame stats. We'll hand out our awards. It's all coming up on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Braden Bowers will take the inbound pass here for Belmont and bring the ball up the floor. Bowers off a screen. Will take it all the way in. Passes it out to Golly. To Cam Miller. Over to the right wing to Gill. Back to Bowers. Bowers fights hard. Down the lane and scores. Braden Bowers. First points of the game. 78-41 Belmont. 30 seconds left. Highland has it. Now the ball batted around. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay Belmont ball. Bryce Bedward. He had it for a moment. Now taking the inbound pass. It is Nanke for Highland. Passes off to Bedward. Now top of the key to Isaiah Pierrick. Back out to Parker Brown. Here's a baseline J off the side of the rim. No good. Put back. No good by Pierrick. Rebound goes, well, it's loose. Goes to Belmont. Cam Miller in transition. The buzzer sounds. The bucket wouldn't count anyway. And that will do it. Your final score tonight, 78-41. Belmont over Highland in Division 5 regional quarterfinal boys opening round playoff basketball play. We'll be back with the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show next. You're on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Turpin Dodge salutes Alyssa Moss, RN at Mercy One Dubuque. Turpin will honor Alyssa with a donation to Mercy One Dubuque in her honor. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Alyssa, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
In Game 8.
Welcome back to the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Our final score tonight, 78-41, Belmont over Highland in a Division 5 regional quarterfinal basketball game and boys playoff basketball opening round action. We do have some scoring updates on the shoebox scoreboard. Potosi-Cassville leads Boscobel 45-41. That's a tight one, 4:12 left in that game. Also, Lancaster leading 55-52 over Richland Center with 2:18 left in that game. Platteville leading River Valley 53-35, 8:44 left in that one. Those are the latest scores we have on the shoebox scoreboard. We'll be back with post-game stats. Those are coming up next. Our final score, 78-41 Belmont over Highland in Division 5 boys playoff basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 9.
We're back on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show with our final score tonight, 78-41, Belmont over Highland in a Division V regional quarterfinal boys playoff basketball game. We'll hand out some awards in a moment, but let's take a look inside the numbers first. Leading the way for Highland with the loss, but still a heck of an effort, Jack Terrell with 18 points. He was actually the second leading scorer for both teams behind Thomas Freeman of Belmont. We'll get to his totals in a moment. But Jack Terrell, 18 points the senior goes out with. Great performance from him tonight. Caden Washa also had 14 points. 5 for Arthur Hay, the exchange student. 2 for Coyer Zadrazil, and 2 for Liam Thielorn. And that rounds out scoring for Highland. Unofficially for Highland, had them with 11 turnovers for the game. Now for Belmont, leading the way, Thomas Freeman with 23 points to lead all scorers. Had 10 in the first half, 13 in the second half. What a dominant performance by the big man. Also chipping in 14 points was Wyatt Temperley. Logan Kress, he had 13. Then 8 points from Chase Rickers, 7 for Griffin McNett, 6 for Ian Austin, 3 for Cam Miller off the bench, and 2 apiece for Braden Bowers and Will Christensen off the bench. And that rounds out scoring for Belmont. Unofficially for Belmont, had them with 9 turnovers in the game. Those are your post-game stats. We'll start handing out the awards coming up next on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show, 78-41, Belmont over Highland in boys basketball. Here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
I'm Todd Mitchell, Vice President, Retail Lending Officer at Mound City Bank in Platteville. Are you ready to start building that dream home you've always wanted? We'll be there for you through the entire process, from securing the loan when you find the perfect property to managing your construction loan. We keep the process moving so you can focus on making memories. Contact us at Mound City Bank at 888-622-6069. And let's get working on making your dream a reality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mound City Bank.
In Game 10.
Back on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. Belmont wins 78-41 over Highland in a Division V boys regional quarterfinal basketball game. Welcome back, and time to hand out some awards. We'll start with our MVP of the game. That's brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and at Hermson's Ace Hardware, bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's in Bloomington and Platteville. And last time we covered Belmont against Potosi Cassville in the de facto conference title game. This guy was also the MVP, and let's face it, for the Belmont Braves, he certainly is one of the driving forces for their team. Thomas Freeman, the 6'6" sophomore, 23 points, led all scorers tonight. And he is our MVP of tonight's game. We'll be back for our Tri-Core Turning Point and Scrapper of the game next. All after this on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Belmont wins 78-41 over Highland in Division V boys playoff basketball on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 3 minutes.
Hi, this is Christine Rowley of Rowley Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing Postgame Show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Welcome back to the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. We're handing out awards. And our first award MVP, that went to Thomas Freeman as Belmont wins 78-41 over Highland in this opening round Division 5 playoff game. Now time for our Turning Point. It's brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your families, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. And when you say Turning Point, when we've got a blowout, quite frankly, which is what this was. A 37-point blowout was the final margin, and it was 19 points at halftime. The lead, Belmont was up 37-18 at halftime. To me, I have to go all the way back to the early stages of the game. Highland actually came out hot, believe it or not, and led 4-0 to start the game. But after that, it was all Belmont, and that was the turning point. After that 4-0 start for Highland, it was all downhill for the Cardinals, and it was all uphill for Belmont as they would go on to flex their muscle and really dominate this game, winning 78-41. That's your Tricor Turning Point. We'll be back to name our final award, Scrapper of the game, right after this. 78-41, Belmont over Highland in Division 5 boys playoff basketball. Back to wrap up our Tri-State Roofing postgame show in a moment on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Time to wrap up the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. 78-41, Belmont over Highland in the opening round Division 5 regional quarterfinal boys playoff basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And our final award, Scrapper of the Game, brought to you by West End Salvage. Scrapper of the Game, player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out, trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. And for Scrapper of the Game, we're going to go with Logan Kress of Belmont. 13 points. It was actually the third leading scorer, but it was really his hustle, grittiness, getting rebounds, putbacks. He's just one of those nonstop workers. You watch him on the floor, and he is constantly working and going, and that is the definition of a scrapper, if you ask me. So, again, Logan Kress going to be our Scrapper of the Game. That's brought to you by West End Salvage in Lancaster, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. That'll do it for us tonight. let's quickly look at the shoebox scoreboard before we wrap up. River Ridge beat Lafarge Youth Initiative 63-38, so that's who Belmont will play here in Belmont Friday night. I would assume we'll have that game on our Queen Bee family of stations, and maybe here on Extreme. Actually, it will not be here on Extreme because we've got wrestling Friday night on Extreme 107.1, but it'll be on, I would imagine, one of our stations. I guess I don't want to speak out of turn. We'll find out. We have a final Cuba City over Prairie du Chien 83-50. So Cuba plays Iowa Grant Friday night, 5-4 seed matchup. Platteville, dominating River Valley, should win 66-56, 3:15 left. Lancaster beat Richland Center 65-52. And Potosi Cassville leading Boscobel 45-41. That was the last update we had on that one. So I know that game is currently going on over on 97.7 Country if you want to hear the end of that one, or the post-game show probably starting up soon. But that'll do it for our post-game show. Our final one last time, Belmont wins over Highland 78-41. Braves move on to the regional semifinal this Friday night here in Belmont versus River Ridge. For Extreme 107.1, WPVL-FM Platteville, and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, I'm Rob Spangler saying have a great rest of your Tuesday night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
X1071 is
WPVL-FM, Platteville, Galena, and Dubuque's source for extreme hit music.
online at x1071.com.
Playing the hits.
Extreme hit.